40,000 years before the creation of man. And when they existed, they created lots of fitna and fasad until they killed all the messengers that Allah sent to them. And Allah sent the angels to come and decimate many in the number of them. And Iblis was one of those that he volunteered to Allah that, oh Allah, if you can allow me to follow them, we will not fellow destroy our own clans. And Allah accepted his what? His request. And prior to the destruction of the jinns, there were some creations known as the bin and the in kind that we didn't talk about last week. And this particular set of creation, we will find it in Al-Bidayah wa Nihaya of Ibn Kathir. It was said that Iblis has a rank in the heavens. He has a station, a particular state he has gotten to that. Some Mufassirun said that as time went on, he was almost closer to the words, to the rank of Jibreel alayhi salam. And when Allah wanted to destroy the bin and the hin kind, Iblis led the angels to come and destroy them. For you to know how pious it could be. And some of us might be like, are there creations like that? Allah said what? وَيَخْلُقُ مَا لَا تَعْلَمُونَ in Surah Al-Nahl. We have created things that you don't even have any knowledge about. You can't even fact. And that is, it brought me to the question that some people have asked concurrently. Are we the only creation of Allah, or has Allah created many other things? We have some evidences in the Quran that could actually portray this. If we can't find it in the Quran or in the Sunnah of the Prophet ﷺ, forget it. But Allah has made mention of some of these in the Quran. And the Prophet ﷺ made references to many in the Hadith. And one of them, like I said, is what وَيَخْلُقُ مَا لَا تَعْلَمُونَ. Some people say that the aliens exist. Well, I can actually support the scientists to an extent, because why? We have some references to support them in the Quran. So same way the jinns existed. We might not see them, but they exist. In another version of the Quran, the popular one that we recite, Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Amina. All praise is due to Allah, the what? Lord of the world. Words. Alameen. Alam le'yakum. Alam le'yakum. Alameen yẹn dẹ̀ ní uncountable. Àwọn mèlé ní nítorí àwọn afá kan bí so a lè lọ bá àwọn afá àwọn máa ṣàlàyé fún wa. Uncountable ni. And this brings me to some of the references that Ibn Taymiyyah rahimahullah he brought. He said, when we are talking about Allah, Allah is Al-Khallaq, the one who is perpetually creating, not the one that has created and after this is Qiyamah and that's all. He said it diminishes the majesty of Allah for you to say that Allah has created us, Allah has created the angels, Allah has created the jinns and all that we know, and on Qiyamah that's the end. Put it on here. Because it diminishes the majesty of Allah. He said Allah has been creating and Allah will continue to create to no end. It takes me to the third evidence in the Quran, in Surah Al-Shura. Allah said that what? Allah said, that what? We have created what? The heavens and the earth, and we have scattered in it creatures of different kinds. That if Allah had wanted, that He will cause them to meet. And some other scholars say that it means that probably it might not be in this life. It might be next life, that's Qiyamah. Just like the Prophet says that when the hour comes, that Shaitan, Iblis, and the Shayatins, they will be running and looking for where to hide. And on that day, Allah said there is no refuge. So everybody marry one. So Allahu A'lam. But the most most closest of all evidences I can give you to that is in Surah Al-Isra, verse 73. Allah said what? وَلَقَدْ قَرَّمْنَا بَنِي آدَمَ وَحَمَلْنَاهُ فِي الْبَرِّ وَالْبَحْرِ وَرَزَقْنَاهُ مِنَ الطَّيِّبَاتِ وَفَضَّلْنَاهُمْ عَلَى كَثِيرٍ مِّمَّنْ خَلَقْنَا تَفْضِيلًا. Allah said, we have created what? We have honored the what? Children of Adam. We have carried them in the land and in the seas. And we have given them all lawful things at Tayyibat. Allah now said what? وَفَضَّلْنَاهُمْ عَلَى كَثِيرٍ. And we have preferred them, we, over many other things that we have created with marked preferment. So it means that what? We are one of the highest, but not the highest. We actually what? Secured a position in the ranks of the best of Allah's creation, but not the highest. So I just needed to clear that, so that some people that usually have that ambiguity, so I wouldn't want to go into the hadith now because there is no time. Now, properly moving into what? The world of the jinns back. When Iblis went back, after they destroyed them, and the time of the world, the jinns came too, he destroyed many of them. Àwọn màláíkà wọ́n pa púpọ̀ nù wọn until when some of the remaining ones, the obstinate ones amongst them, Allah commanded the angels they should what? Push them to the below, like the ocean, the sea. Ọwọ́ tí wọ́n ti omi, ibẹ̀ lọ́wọ́ wà. I want to make reference to this later in my lecture. Etí omi yẹn. I want to make reference to it. That's why I'm coming back to the history of the origination of creation. What was see etí omi, and they went back. The police followed them back to the heavens. Then the pious ones among the jinns, they would actually ascend to the heavens as well. Like I said last week, they had the ability to what? Travel fast to the heavens, Abina, and they could actually run to space. They could go to planets. They run things. And that is why in Surah Al-Jinn, Allah was making reference to us because they want to tell Surah Al-Jinn. Allah ni wọ́n máa ń ṣe bí ìgbà pé lè mú wọn, ṣùgbọ́n ọjọ́ tá bá máa mú wọn kò tiẹ̀ ní gba ìṣẹ́jú kan, kò ń ṣe irú ìṣẹ́jú tiwa. And one of the mentalities kan ní pé nítorí pé àwọn lè escape wọ anywhere. Ẹ mọ àwọn ability tó fún wọn yẹn, tọ́nà fún wọn yẹn, it has gotten to their head. But when Allah wanted to destroy them with the jinns, just one flapping of a wing destroyed many jinns. Just one. I'm now always imagining, later way, our Nick Graga, and even the most foolish person, Nick Graga. You are walking on the earth. Àárín lórí lẹ́lẹ̀ yìí. Iyẹ̀pẹ̀ yẹn lè jẹ ẹsẹ̀ wa. Tá bá sùn lálẹ́, tá bá máa jí, tá bá sùn sórí aṣọ tó white dáadáa. Ẹbí tó bá máa jí iyẹ̀pẹ̀ ẹ máa bá ń bẹ̀. Abẹ́ mọ̀ ni, ó ṣọ́pá tí ń kú díẹ̀díẹ̀. So what are we fooled about? Where is the power? Where is the power? So back to what I was saying. When he went back, Allah, they continued to live their lives and in worship of Allah. Àwọn màláíkà kan wà. Àtọ́jọ́ tó lọ́ọ̀ ti dá wọn orí kìyàm lọ wà. Iṣẹ́ táwọn wá ṣe ilé ayé nìyẹn. Àwọn kan orí rùkúrù lọ wà. Àwọn kan orí sùjúd lọ wà. Àwọn kan they are always chanting what? Subhanallahi wa bihamdihi, Subhanallahi al-azim. Bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ hatta yawm al-qiyamah. Bọ́yẹ̀ máa chant ẹ lónìí yẹn. Àwọn kan they are circumambulating the arsh of Allah, and that was where they saw Iblis too. Gbogbo iṣẹ́ pátá táwọn màláíkà máa ń ṣe òun ni àwọn fàṣínú ní pé kí ni Iblis náà ti ṣojú kòkòrò ti ṣe. Allah was not bringing him closer. A lesson I want to bring out from that is that what? Whenever we continue to get constantly or closely to Allah, Allah will continue to raise us in what? High station. Maqam Mahmud Abina in Surah Al-Isra. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala ó ṣe máa ṣe nǹkan báyìí, ó lè jẹ́ pé Ọlọ́run ẹ fẹ́ fi ṣe kí ni, ó fẹ́ fi raise you to a high station. bẹ́ẹ̀ náà làwọn kìíní àwọn màláíkà, bẹ́ẹ̀ náà làwọn kìíní àwọn àjọ̀nú náà. Iblis actually got that spot. So a lesson there is that what it is not only Sunday Kamasila, Alpha, kìíní Man City àti Chelsea gbà. That's not what we need. Nínú ànábì sallallahu alaihi wasallam, ẹni tó bá kírun tán ibi tó sálámọ̀ sí yẹn, ó yẹ pé tí ò bá ọtí tó bá fi dìde àbí tó bá pass win kúfìrọ̀ láwù àbí nà máa takọ́ dáná ní zambi. Owó làwọn kí ni àwọn màláíkà wọ́n máa ṣe kí náà máa tọrọ àforíjì fún Ọlọ́run ẹ̀ máa foríjì gbogbo ẹ̀ṣẹ̀. Bàbá báyìí píúpíú àbí ká máa jọ ìwọ̀n pọ̀. Please let's try to work towards those things because it is also coming to take me to the aspect of who can be a rockist. I mean, you think that you see somebody that has gym possession now, you just gonna meet that person. You have seen a situation before they pay ìgbà tí kò wá left and right ni ẹ̀tọ́ ní kó wá ṣe rúkìá. It's a pure embarrassment. Ẹni ẹ̀kọ́ yẹn gbóbi ó ti mú nǹkan mi mọ̀ ọ̀bọ ẹni ẹ̀ spirituality ẹ̀ ti kú ó ti ẹ̀ ti 1 - 1 ó sì ń ṣe 1 bar. So it depends on the kind of intention you have. Why are you worshiping Allah? We need to know. Same way Iblis has been doing, but there is one problem. He will now establish his intention after some time. And when Allah said what? I am about to what? Create a Khalifa on earth. It's what Allah did. He was now very happy when Allah announced this in the heavens. He was very happy because knowing that if Allah is to do that, then He is going to be the one appointed as the what? Reigning after the last reigning on earth. Òun náà máa fi ṣe kíni o, òun náà máa fi ṣe olórí, àbíkọ́ náà fi ṣe ànábì, àbíkọ́ náà fi ṣe òjíṣẹ́, àbíkọ́ náà fi ẹ̀mọ̀ àwọn station pé wọ́n máa pàṣẹ. That was the major reason why I was doing this. Because in the Quran, when Allah told us, I said, eléyìí that you have preferred me over the post. And Adam was very free of everything. So when Allah remembered that, he was happy, going and coming, worshiping and everything. Because they have desires, like I said last week. So the jinns does not have the compulsion to always stay there for people come and pay anymore. And only death leave, so only choice. So they could actually go, they could actually come. Now when he left and he came back, Allah commanded Jibril alayhi salam to what? Gather all the compositions from the beginning of creation. For every part, see our different compositions of clay, of mud and everything. He gathered everything and he brought them. Allah gathered it together, kept water in it for 3 days. That 3 days is not like our normal day. Only 300,000 years. So we don't know. The only thing we know is what? 3 days. And it was kept there. And when the police came back, he asked, give me honor of everything. I want to share is once a lot. But the wise creation is one of the wisest. When Allah now had the intention to what? To erect and build and fashion Adam alayhi salam. Allah now molded Adam. He was not there. So when Allah molded and fashioned him completely, he came. He said, "Give me honor of everything in she." And Malaika ni pe kini o, la adri. Àwọn náà mọ̀. He went round it. Bó ṣe dúró yẹn. Ó ti ní orí like complete shape. خلق الله آدم على صورته in his own image. I think I need to continue to clarify this thing too. It's an issue of akida. Sherry, let me explain. خلق الله آدم على صورته. Dọ̀míìrù yẹn ta ló ń sọ ṣé Allah ni àbí Adam? It takes us back to the qaida of what? الضمير يعود إلى الأقرب مذكور. Pé dọ̀míìrù tá à ń lò pé yẹn ó ń tọ́ka sí ẹni tá a lò pé yẹn tó súnmọ́. khalaqallahu Adama. Allahu yẹn iṣẹ́ wo ló ń ṣe ń bẹ̀? Fáyín làbí. Ádámù ńkọ́? Maf'ulun bihi, jazakumullahu khairan. Now, sùúrọ́tì yẹn, tàbá lo kọ́ídà yẹn, ta ló ń bá wí? Adam, àbínà, ẹ jẹ́ fún alápẹ̀rẹ̀ mi. Nínú Suratu Waqi'a, Ọlọ́run sọ nú last page, Ọlọ́run ní fi kitabi maknun la yamassuhu innahu al-Qur'anul karim, àbínà.
Innahu al-Qur'anul karim.
Fi kitabi maknun. Ọlọ́run ní ṣe rí Qur'an yẹn ìwé alákọ̀ọ́lé ni àbí? Fi kitabi maknun. Ìwé wo ni maknun yẹn? Lahul mahfuz, àbínà. La yamassuhu illa al-mutahharun. Ẹnì kọ́kọ́ ò ní ṣe kí ni òkú, kò ní gbámú. Dọ̀míìrù yẹn tálẹ̀ ẹkún bá wí. Qur'an kọ́. Lahul mahfuz ni. Ìyẹn kọ́kọ́ ò ní gbámú. Illa al-mutahharun. Àwọn tó mọ́, àwọn wo ló mọ́? Kiramin barara. Àwọn angels nínú Suratul Abasa. Yes. Ibi báyìí ni inú ẹ̀rí táwọn àfáà máa ń lò lórí ìlàáfù. Ṣé àwọn obìnrin lè gbá Kùránì tí wọ́n bá mọ́? Ẹ̀rí kan nìyẹn. Ẹ mọ̀ pé mo ti ń yà díẹ̀díẹ̀. Abu Hurairah radiyallahu anhu. Ọjọ́ kan tí ó dé masjid, tí ó rẹ̀ tí ànábì dé masjid sallallahu alaihi wasallam kò rí lọ́dẹ̀ yìí máa ń jókòó tó bá fẹ́ ṣe tàlímà àti jíròrò oríṣiríṣi nǹkan. Ó béèrè àbúrò rẹ̀ lára kọ̀ọ̀kan, wọ́n ní wọ́n fi tó wọ́n béèrè lẹ́lẹ́kẹjọ́ ní wọ́n fi tó wọ́n béèrè lẹ́lẹ́kẹta ní wọ́n fi tó wà pọ̀ dé ní pọ̀ tó. Ó ní pé kí ló tó ṣe wá jọ àwọn alátàwọ̀. Ó ní pé òun wà ní state of junub ni òun ṣe kúrò mosque. Ó ní pé junub ò mí pé kó máa wà nínú mosque. Àbó lè gbá Kùránì mú nítorí pé mùsùlùmí mọ́, òun ṣe ànàjásà àti bẹ́ẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ. Ibẹ̀ yẹn kọ́ là ń lọ. Because mo fẹ́ clarify, I hope it's clear on the issue of that what Allah created Adam in Adam's own image, not the image of Allah. So when Iblis now saw this statue, he went around it. Ó ṣe haúlà ẹ̀ nígbà tó wá débẹ̀, he tapped it. Ó wá rí pé ó make like a slapping sound. Out of the wisdom he has, he knocked it. So that he is making a ringing hollow sound. Ẹ wọ́n pé tí bá gbá pólì yìí ṣe máa ṣe pọ́npọ́n, àbí nà? Ó mì pé kí ni o, there is a vacuum, àbí nà? Because he was created from a less dense material, he melted through it. He now saw the inside and the inside was hollow. You don't know what he said. He started making judgment. He said that that's this thing. So what he already make the acclamation for Egbe, if Allah wants to make this preferred over me, ṣé kò ń ṣe nǹkan tó náà ti sọ many years ago pé òun fẹ́ create àròlé lórí ilẹ̀, ṣé kò ń ṣe gidi tó bá dé eléyìí then àwọn onímọ̀ àṣẹ. Ọdún yìí ti mọ̀ ó lè ti ṣe gidi, ó ti already make a judgment. So because of that, lost history or creation of Adam or angels or anything. When Allah now created Adam alayhi salam, when I mean creation, Allah built a roof into Adam. And Allah said, Sherry, tí bá ti lè fi ẹ̀mí sí lára lórí, the brain is the most honored organ that a man has. Kẹ́ṣe kí ni o lẹ́sẹ̀kẹsẹ̀ kẹ́ sùjúdù, kẹ́ prostrate, and the prostration is not that you are prostrating to worship. It's a sign of what?
You know how I knew, and you describe our style to my bar sister function. You don't call online, doing net. So we should try as much as possible to be very careful when it comes to that. You see that it's not a laughing matter, because it's something that is very common and rampant. When you can go fast, now magic. You can do nikah on WhatsApp. So, ṣe ti gbọ́ brother rẹ̀ náà kọ́. So, because of time, let me now take us into the signs and symptoms to know if you and I are possessed or not. Let's now start. There are two conditions. When you are awake and when you are asleep. I will start with when you are asleep, because that one is very common. Number one reason. When you are asleep, when you have a lot of arok, when you find it difficult to sleep. I'm not saying one time, I'm not saying 2 times or 3 times. Okay, brother, you think man should do tomorrow stay? No. When who was in wash come, what in wash meji? Oh, shall you know yes? Let's go be example of the man overnight. Oh, come on, yes. It's in the hospital, go to logo. Same no ni. Don't you go on be few minutes or hours to die off. And then what way the water put you man adverse effects Abina. So not once, not twice. I'm talking about like a month, doesn't pay 2 months, doesn't pay 3 months. Watch it. Number 2 reason. When you sleep and you suddenly wake up, like the reason. Also, it's not once, it's not twice. Please be noting it too. Because of time. Number 3. When you're having excessive nightmares. Let me give you one nightmare that happened to one of Alpha. This is Alpha. This is not Olala. When one to bring they waged war against each other. Bara Alpha. They bomb in each other. The me of a bomb. Alpha to there. Don't shapa very stern and very built like. Nígbà tó jí. All the scratches at the walls of that battle, that ija. When he woke up, he saw all of them. And he saw the bruises, scratches in his body, life. In your body. Or when you are seeing horrifying animals in the dream. And some people take horrifying animals like the cats, like the beasts, like dogs, black dogs. And I mean some liars now about the real Jadudu Kappa. I mean you can buy Jala Jao. But Jala Lay. And when I don't tell Waja session, Caucasian, Eskimo and go. When you see ghosts, even if ghost does not exist, but you know what you refer yourself to as ghosts. Another thing is, suddenly, when you sleep and you started grinding your teeth, and then another one is, suddenly you are sleeping and you are laughing. Don't you want? Oh, bye. Did you know? Another reason is when you are crying suddenly. Don't you want? And you are crying. Another reason is suddenly while sleeping you are just yelling loud, very loud. Because I don't care. Abdurrahman, sir! Ma, all this, I'm not saying that I can't do any anti-landing Lara, Madawala Leo, poverty, poor, perpetual, consistent. Another reason is seeing yourself in high places. You want to be Burj Khalifa. Other people go around and when you want to go, what did you buy? Come on, walk up man lagoon. You had a terrifying dream. When you had a coin real life. Not everything is connected to when you wake up. Like Tibaji, I call the barriers of the no. Not everything is connected. Another one is when you see humans in an abnormal form. When you are normal, you know the popular hadith of Tamim Abdar and that later accepted Islam. Before he accepted Islam, but that later accepted Islam, that talked about his dream with Dajjal. Wait, like in my hands, that big beast, his neck is changed to his legs, and his eyes, like there's a way he described it. So, but we are not going into that one, child. Another reason now, when you are awake, I want to sleep now, when you are awake, man, you're having consistent headache, not migraine, not maybe you're having high BP manfa, not when you are having malaria or you've stressed yourself. Consistent headache, you go to the doctor, because you've got to share money and test labor. Another reason is when you don't want to hear about Allah at all, is referring back to that excessive heedlessness, I don't care attitude. Sherry, again, so àṣírí kan fún yín kí n máa sọ rúkì alẹ́ gẹ́gẹ́ ẹ̀sìn. Mi ì mọ rúkì àṣírí rárá ní ayé mi. Ẹ tíra àti máa ṣe kankan fún yàn tẹ́ bá ti rí. Ẹ pinnu. Oyin kẹ́ pinnu yàmàyàmà o, ẹ máa pinnu dáadáa. Ẹ pinnu sẹ́ni yẹn. Tẹ́ bá ní access láti pinnu sí létí ẹ pinnu bọ̀ àwọn èèyàn máa ń bẹ̀rù. And not to embarrass that person, ẹ kọ̀ pinnu níbi tẹ́ni yẹn wà. Ẹyin bẹ́ẹ̀ ni èèyàn ní fẹ́ dúró. Ká tó ṣe rúkìá fáwọn ẹlòmíì tó yẹ pé ẹ mọ̀ pé rúkìá ní level. Wọ́n máa pinnu sí gbogbo nílé yẹn. Tó bá yẹ pé gbogbo nílé yẹn ni ẹ máa ń wọ̀, tọ́nà tó ti máa ń ṣe wọ́n, a máa ń yan náfìlà sí gbogbo nílé yẹn. So, only levels like I said. So that's the least I feel we can do, Abina. Another reason, laziness. Not laziness like, oh, they carry, oh, Bama carry, wala ti ni. But you can kill on see you. Can you pay through? So I also do the wally or kid. So I also jamu la mama walo jojumo ni ayiwa. Ojo my teach me, hey, I'm a mosque for Kijamu. So lazy. No, the Kijamu. But you are very lazy. I'm a combine. You will answer my green sharp on board. I'm a very wrong, remember, instead of that. I'm come. Quran, but not teaching. Come on, say, begin your workout, you know. The bá sọ wẹ́n yẹn bá dí ti ní pé báyìí ṣó wọn bẹ́ẹ̀ gbàtà náà bí sọ ṣó wọn bẹ́ẹ̀. So last one I want to give on this one because ọ̀pọ̀ náà ni when you having seizures like disease in the limbs, àwọn àìsàn tó wọ́n ń pè ní àìsàn kò gbóògùn àbí àti pé lọ hospital ẹ ti ṣe everything. They might notice àwọn nǹkan tí mò ń sọ. I am making it in such a way that whenever something happens to you is natural. It gets to a stage before it becomes what? Supernatural. You should not be like the non-Muslims are any small thing. Hey, Holy Ghost fire, blood of Jesus, die by fire. No, àwọn Mùsùlùmí ò ń ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ o. Tó bá rí tí mọ́tò ẹ̀ start fún rẹ̀ lọ́wọ́ ignition ni àjọ̀dún kọ́. Téèyàn bá pa olórí lójú oorun lọ́wọ́ ó lè jẹ́ kó ń prank ni. Fún wọn yẹ́ ẹ̀ excuse. Ẹ má lọ darí ayé rú o. Ẹni start sọ yìí sọ pé bá ti ranjú báyìí àjọ̀dún ti gbé. Wọ́n ti ṣe lecture kan ní téèyàn kan ní sister mi ló tí get. Ó pẹ́ ọkọ̀ bá ó lè pẹ́rẹ́ ní lẹ́yìn. Èmi kan tí mo wà lórí ìjókòó kan wà embarrassed. Má dá wà lálẹ́ o. So all the scholars opine that if you have when you are asleep, if you have two of these symptoms and one of these symptoms when you are awake, then it is a sign that what you have a cheap position. Now, I know the next thing that people will now be up to is that we are coming there. Before I get there, there are some places I want to touch. Like I said, I want to touch some parts. And that is, how many of us have heard of the devil's throne before? the devil has a throne. Ouch. Nobody. Really? About confessor. Now, we have some certain indications. Bukhari and Muslim that Jabir radiallahu anhu, he reported that the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, "Awshi Iblis, awshi shaitan ala al-ma, awshi shaitan ala al-ma." That the throne of Iblis is on water. It's taking me back to the beginning. When I made reference that I'm coming back to it, that they push them to the water, to the oceans. Then the Prophet now told us, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he said, the throne of Iblis is on water, in the ocean. What ocean precisely? Which of the globe? Allahu A'lam. But there are some certain indications that can actually tell us where it might be. I'm not saying I be like Domolo at vessel, but before that, the hadith continued. He said, his throne is on water, where he sends detachments of the shayateens to go and what? Perform tasks, and by dawn they return. This one will say, Mujakele, sister, I made this one commit zina, I made this one steal, I made this one lie, I made this one, until one of them hatta will now say what? We now say that I separated a husband from a wife. Then Iblis will now say, Anta, come. He will now crown him. You are my man today. Oh my God, what am I crowning? The question is, why is Iblis so pertaining to divorce? Are we following? Why is he so pertaining to divorce? Because he knows that is the greatest weakness of man after sexual desire. You can gamble, you can drink alcohol, all those things are haram, maybe, but divorce is not haram. Why is Iblis now taking something that is not haram as what? Most favorite to him? But I will just give one small answer because of time. Like I said, I only wanted to touch these aspects. Before a community can be dispersed, go and check for every divorce. Most of our money, I'm not saying all, most of them, they become illegitimate children. Some scholars will say, why are you trying to alter the qadar of Allah after he has what? Qadar it. So like I said, ọ̀rọ̀ pọ̀ lórí ẹ̀. Ṣùgbọ́n kí ìjọ tó lè tù inú ilé máa pọ̀ tù, because àwọn faction kan máa support ìyá àbí, àwọn faction kan máa support èmi náà, kí ló máa di? Síbíyà. So we are not going into that deeply. Back to the issue of the throne of water on water. How many of us have heard about Bermuda Triangle before? Bermuda, or how many of us, we have rich kids amongst us now, have been to the US before? Nobody. Or Russia, or China. Maybe due to one reason or the other. Okay. Àwọn èèyàn fẹ́ ṣe show off mọ̀ fáwọn èèyàn pọ̀ tètè lọ. Now, tẹ́ bá notice fáwọn àtàtì lọ, ẹ máa rí pé plane yẹn, flight yẹn, it gets to the second layer of the sky because of Bermuda. Wọ́n máa ń gba Bermuda kọjá ni. Bermuda nìkan lè gbà tẹ́ bá ń lọ US. You have to pass the Atlantic Ocean kó o fẹ́ mọ orí mẹ́rin. Bermuda Triangle is that triangle that was actually what? Sectioned by the scientists when we had series of flights of ships of human bodies that have crushed into that particular triangular section, and they don't know what exactly causes it. How many of us have heard about Flight 19 before? I'm very researching it. Flight 19, Yabatek, Nijini, Kilokon Yabatek. Flight 19, that popular of the military is a 3 of them. Or, okay, Tough Tiger 1948. Nobody. Okay, you've heard of Alhamdulillah. So, everyone was ready to buttress your daily debate. I remember that the guy was communicating from the aviation and he was like, I can see something. The video is on YouTube, you can search for it. I can see something, I don't know what it is, I can't tell what it is, and at some point, don't send any help, don't send any help, you can't help, you can't do anything. Suddenly, like, it's not 1, it's not 2, it's not 1,000 million. It's impossible. And one hadith in Muslim is actually referencing to buttress that Bermuda Triangle. I'm not saying it's Bermuda Triangle, but it's very likely it is Bermuda Triangle. That is where the throne of what? Shaitan is. When the Prophet says something like that, like he said, his barzakh, the barzakh is in what? Water. We know what barzakh means now. A partition, a section that what brings, that does not allow mixture to happen. He said that is where it is. And if you go and check Bermuda, the Atlantic Ocean border, Pacific and Bermuda itself, the 3 triangles, you will see what I'm saying. The best of sea divers cannot pass there. That's the Lord name. So the throne of Iblis, that is what he does there. So the Prophet says, he is doing that in order to be imitating Allah. So that is one part I will talk about. Another one I want to quickly go into is Qarin. When we talk about Qarin, how many of us have gotten Qarin? Qarin. And John to ala re ni àti yín bye. Mo ṣe ń wò ló ṣe ń wò, mo ń sọ̀rọ̀ lè ń sọ̀rọ̀. A ní àjọ̀nú kan, a ní màláíkà kan. Let me give us a date because of time. Everybody àti bá lecture 20% báyìí. Yes na. Àìtí wọ rúkìá àbí? Àìtí wọ prophetic meeting àbí? Àìtí wọ tẹ̀sí sọ́rọ́ tó jìn àbí? Àìtí wọ sábà? Àìtí wọ kíní seal? Àìtí wọ ọ̀pọ̀ wàsíwàsí? And báwọn àfáà ṣe máa ń ṣe ìdán àwọn tó máa ń pera wọn láàfáà babaláwo yẹn. Àlùfáà mi ò kí á thank you jare. So because of time, during the time of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, Ànábì jáde lọ sallallahu alaihi wasallam, ó lọ ṣe nǹkan fàánù Aisha lẹ́ Osman ṣe náà ẹ̀ báwọn obìnrin ṣe máa ń ṣe yẹn. Òun làwọn èèyàn ń pè mood swing nísìn. Mi fẹ́ wọnú mood swing yẹn pé sinmi lọ pọ̀ lórí ẹ̀. Ànábì wa padà wọlé sallallahu alaihi wasallam, time ti pé o. Ànábì wa padà wọlé, the next thing, ó kọ́ rí pé mood ẹ̀ ti change. Ó wá ń pè question lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀kọ́ dáhùn. Ó wá ní àjọ̀nú ẹ̀ tuntun dé sí ààrùn, ó bá wà níbí báyìí. Ṣé àjọ̀nú wà lára mi? Ó ní ṣé ó mọ̀ pé Qarin yẹn, Allah has apportioned Qarin to each and every one of us. Ṣùgbọ́n èyí ni Ànábì sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Èmi Ọlọ́run ti jẹ́ kí tèmi gbàgbà fún mi, so kò lè pàṣẹ aburú fún mi, ó máa ń gbọ́ ọ̀rọ̀ sí mi lẹ́nu. Ṣùgbọ́n gbogbo pátápátá tó máa ní jẹrin ní pot Qarin yẹn ni o. It actually associates with what? The jinns. When it comes to possession and some other things. The toilet, during sexual intimacy, there are many talks on it. Now, that is Qarin. Ibi tí wọ́n fẹ́ lọ lórí Qarin yẹn, ó wà ní Quran, ó wà ní Suratu Zukhruf náà. Ibi tọ́lá ti ní wàmẹ̀ yakhshaw, Ọlọ́run ní mo ti gbàgbé nǹkan ìdíláwò ṣàìtàn náà wọ́n fa wọn láwọn lọ́wọ́rẹ́ mo ti gbàgbé àti
ومن يعش عن ذكر
ومن يعش عن ذكر الرحمن نقيض له شيطانا فهو له قرين. Whoever forgets the remembrance of Allah, Allah is going to apportion what shaitan that is going to serve as what Qori. Now there is a question that people usually ask. Ó máa ní pé téèyàn bá kú ṣé kọrin ilẹ̀ náà máa kú pẹ̀lẹ́ wọn pàjọ́ ní kọrin? No, kò ní kú o. Because asẹ́kọ̀ọ́ wọn ṣe kí ni? Wọn kú kíá. Ẹni wọ́n máa ń gùn. Òun ní ṣe máa gbọ́ pé àwọn èèyàn máa ń ní. Àwọn mélòó láti gbọ́ àkúdá ayá ni? Ẹ̀yàn wọn ní wọ́n pàdé brother alágbájá ní Ondo State. Mo rí sẹ́ àní mo rí fúnra mi. Àyẹ̀ tó ti kú láti 2 years ago. Àní mo rí. Máa fa àkúdá ayá ni ṣùgbọ́n ọ̀rọ̀ tó fẹ̀ gidi ni. Tá a lè wọlé ní rárá. Àwọn tí ò ń ṣe mùsùlùmí nìkan lè rí kàn ní ìyẹn kó máa rìn gbèrègbèrè kiri. Ẹ lè rí ti mùsùlùmí bẹ́ẹ̀. Please note it. Bí wọ́n ní wọ́n rí brother Abdulmujib òun kọ́ lórí o. So let us just note that one. Before I end it, because to be honest, there are many things that I'm supposed to have touched here. Is the aspect of picture gay and lesbianism. When we talk about gay and lesbianism, don't let the white, the west deceive you. It's not natural. I knew through some cases and I asked some scholars, and many of them reference to it, why some are just complicit about it and indecisive though. When a male gene possesses a female human, maybe out of love, some of them don't go. Likewise, vice versa, obìnrin tó bá possess ọkùnrin, obìnrin àjọ tó bá possess ọkùnrin. Now, the male gene that possess that our female sister, because àwọn ẹlòmíì náà ṣe máa bẹ̀rẹ̀ pé kí ló àwọn mùsùlùmí ló máa ń ṣe bí during question time. Òun náà ní pé whenever they possess them, tó bá ń gbé lára wọn ẹlòmíì máa marry. Tí àjò ní ẹ bá gbà kí ọkọ ìgbọ̀ngàn máa bá sùn, òun náà máa bá sùn. Ẹlòmíì máa ń rí nǹkan oṣù ẹ̀ kó tó di due date dáadáa. To the extent that ẹlòmíì ó máa ń rí wetness láì ṣe kankan. Ó dẹ̀ máa ń enjoy sex láì sí anybody bẹ́ẹ̀. And ẹlòmíì àwọn ọ̀rọ̀ yìí pọ̀ ó ti ẹ̀mọ́ ọdún mi máa gbé mọ́. Àwọn ẹlòmíì wà tó ṣe pé lẹ́yìn ìgbà tí kíní ẹ̀ bá ṣẹlẹ̀ tán, wọn ní jẹ́ kí ọkùnrin gbọ́ngbọ́n borí wọn mọ́, because they are two different things. If that male gene continues to live in that woman, tó bá rí obìnrin ìmí èèyàn tó like, tó bá fall in love pẹ̀lú ẹ̀, ó máa fẹ́. Ẹ mọ̀ pé ti di kí ni obìnrin fẹ́ obìnrin. They will be having foreplay, but nothing happens, nothing comes out. But the gene is the one using the human to what? Enjoy. Am I making any sense? Likewise, the men, it happens to them too. When it now comes to obìnrin máa ṣe nǹkan oṣù, ọ̀rọ̀ pọ̀ o, hey sisters, men, brothers, ìran. When it comes to tóbìnrin máa ń ṣe nǹkan oṣù, mo ní sister kan, she's my student, my very good student from Adams. I notice sometimes tá a bá ń ṣe lecture, ó máa ń ṣe bákan, ó máa ń notice. just like me máa ń gbà kí sísá máa wà wọ́n bá ní fi èyí lọ́wọ́ bá ṣe yẹ kí wọ́n máa ṣe kan mi I usually observe mo wá pè ó wá bá mi wá sọ pé stars mo ní nídìí òkè ó dídí wàá sọ ni tó bá sọ tán báyìí àjọ̀ní ẹ̀ lè dáhùn bá mi. You just have to recite some things to just help calm and everything. Ó ti ṣẹlẹ̀ ní lẹ́yìn mosque mi báyìí nígbà tí wọ́n á ṣe lecture yẹn many years ago. One sister like that ó ṣẹlẹ̀ mo ń béèrè àwọn question kan lọ́wọ́ sister yẹn dẹ̀ ń bó bàtà báyìí àtẹlẹsẹ̀ yẹn ó dẹ̀ ń bọ́ ìjà bẹ̀ báyìí àwọn sisters á bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí máa sá ní wọ́n wíyà máa ní anybody tó máa rántí mi báyìí that's tó bá wà mí báyìí. Ó dàbí sister yẹn tó wà ní ending báyìí. So but I was not privileged because I was not around available then. Mo wà mọ faith sister yẹn bọ́ ibi tí ọ̀rọ̀ sister yẹn já sí ní pé wọ́n ti ṣe dán sára sister yẹn. Likewise is my student. Mo ò figure out until mo ṣe rúkìá lọ́yà pẹ̀yìn sí mi ó kọjú síbẹ̀ yẹn lọ́yà kọjú sí kíbla mo á dúró sẹ́yìn mo ṣe rúkìá. I was now noticing some things. Báwo ma ṣe tán wọn á lọ fọ́nrẹ́ mi kan that one ni wọ́n specialize in prophetic medicine so God abẹ́ wọn kí doctor fún prescription pharmacist ẹ̀ ṣe nígbà tá àbálọ̀ to summarize everything àti ilé wa wọ́n ti plan seal méje lórí 7 wọ́n ṣe gbọ́dọ̀ cannot do anything when it comes to seal ọ̀rọ̀ ńlá ni. She usually have sexual urge yẹn tó bẹ ya wèrè ni mo bẹ́ẹ̀ don't do this thing ó ní ọjọ́ kan gbọ́kọ́ lè jí ní mo ń lọ brodel báyìí òun ò lè hold ẹ̀ mọ́ àti ilé appearance ilé ìjàlá tààrà owó ni o ibi tí mo sáré fò on the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam was possessed and when he had a dream Allah blessed him with the dream and there was one angel standing by his foot there was one standing by at his head and the one standing by the feet asked one by the head the angel that what happened to him. He said he was possessed. He asked again, he asked that one by the head, he said of what did they use to possess him? He said the strands of the hair of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam with the comb. And he said, who did that? He said, Labid ibn al-Asim. He said, of what did he use? He said, he used what? That comb, and he dug it into the well. He said, which well? He said, the well of Varwan. He went to the well, and the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam stood up. The hadith is long. He went and he dug that well. He saw the comb and the strands of his hair there with some other things. He said, because I usually assume I have done something I have not done before. A whole messenger of Allah. So who are we and you and I? That was when Allah revealed Falak and Nas, and the prophet was cured. Sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Àwọn àjọ̀nù tó máa ń sọ̀kalẹ̀ lásìkò tá a wà yìí. Kí ni àná bí sọ sallallahu alaihi wasallam? Ẹ̀ṣọ́ gbogbo àwọn yín pátápátá ẹjọ́ kan wọlé. Tọ́wá ti kí mọ́ bíbù tọ́ dé pé àsìkò kíní báyìí tó rùn sẹ́ẹ̀tì báyìí àwọn àjọ̀nú máa ń tú jáde ni wọ́n máa ń tú jáde bí ẹ̀fọn ni tí ọmọbìnrin bá ṣíra sí òhùn ọmọ kékeré àwọn àjọ̀nú máa ń yíká níbi ojú ara rẹ̀ báyìí abẹ́ ẹ̀ báyìí wọ́n máa ń yíká báyìí àwọn tó máa ń pòsẹ̀sọ̀ tó máa kọ̀ délé ṣubú tó máa ń ṣe ẹ̀ sí ìrírí alana said what kul a'udhu bi rabbil falaq. Say what? Your Lord, you seek refuge in who? Lord of what? Daybreak. Àsìkò yìí. He said, ẹ make sure pé tilẹ̀kùn yín èṣù ò ní wọlé lásìkò yìí. Wọ́n lè jáde bóyá ní ṣáàyè or níbo ni wọ́n ń lọ after hungry. That's part of mentalities that we should all actually cultivate. And he said, "Tẹ́wá tí rí táwọn ajá yín tó ń gbó, or you see the donkeys that they back, then seek refuge in Allah." Is intermediate. Seek refuge in Allah, for they see that which you do not see. He now said, when the cock, when the chicken, ẹ̀dìyẹ tó bá ń ṣe kí ni o, tó bá ń crow, tó bá ń kọ, that you should what ask for Allah's blessings for what they are what they've seen angels. Kọ́ ṣe ló jàre kí ló ń wá kiri. Won't understand our Yoruba myself. So there are many things that we are unable to say. أقول قولي هذا أستغفر الله لي ولكم سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون والسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين.
كبر الله كبر الله. Let's together say Jazakumullahu khairan. Now, I believe by now a lot of questions would have been in our minds.